All right. This is where it gets a little bit hot here, okay? This is essentially a soft D tier. Soft D. So what I have for you here is I have a list that the mods gave me, which is very American POV. I guess what we'll do here is we'll go ahead and rate what we got here, and we'll go from there. Okay. All right. So I have to spoil here a little bit. Okay. So this cereal here, Great Grains Banana Nut Crunch, right? There is a brand that was similar to this that looked kind of like this, but from another company, and their shit was a lot better. But I don't remember what it was. Did that ring a bell, chat? Quaker, dude. Yes, thank you. I was like, dude, what company are we talking about here? Okay, yes. Okay, there we go. Now we're getting somewhere. We're getting hot. We're getting hot. All right, boys. Without further ado, let's go ahead and hop in here. Okay, so, all right. I'm gonna start right away with. All right, people dick ride Cinnamon Toast Crunch really hard, but it's like it's such a dude. I can't get over this here because it's like it's too sweet. So okay, half the battle here is gonna have to be me debating with y'all that like I don't crave this anymore. I don't have the palate of a 5-year-old where what I want is like a unapologetic load of sugar with no substance at all here. It's way too much. So for me, this goes in B tier. Flakes are worse than this, and that goes even lower B tier. And I'm just getting started. This is like just I cannot. This is like the palate of a 5-year-old. I'm sorry. These are like this is meme food, and I cannot anymore. I'm trashing a lot of these by the way here. So I'm gonna call this we're gonna make a new category called like degenerate, and it's gonna be we're gonna put that in here. So all right, in degenerate goes all these fucking dumbass cereals that y'all know damn well are ridiculous, dude. Like. Y'all know exactly what these are here. You need to go back in the closet and never admit you ate these things, honestly. So these can all go rotten hell. Now we're gonna make another category here called like actually boring. All right, and actually boring is gonna go cornflakes. Oh my god, Kraken Oat Bran. Holy shit, please KMS. Life Unflavored. Special K Original. Rice Krispies I can kind of vibe with actually, but hang on, let's move on here. Okay, Cinnabon's also degenerate too here, but it's like I don't know, this whole thing can go get eradicated here. Okay, now I can things I actually tolerate. So we're gonna throw Honey Nut Cheerios up there. In some cases here, I would dare say I actually enjoy Apple Jacks and Fruit Loops more. See, they have chocolate Cheerios here, but peanut butter Cheerios actually is better, so I'm kind of sad because I would put that in here instead. But the S tier is not here. Like nothing here is gonna be S tier because like, I'm gonna tell you what my S tier actually is in a second. I don't like raisins worth the fuck at all here, so I have to put Raisin Bran like Crunch in the C and probably put like a Raisin Bran non-crunch maybe in the D. But this is my opinion. I just don't like raisins at all. Honey Bunches of Oats is actually pretty solid. I'm gonna put that actually way up here. I actually have had Frankenberry and Blueberry, and it just I don't know. These like remind me of like cough syrup. They're like there's like way too much going on here. I'm gonna throw that shit in D, like for sure. Like y'all, I can go somewhere with that shit. Count Chocula is the least shit of the three, but yeah, these are like wild now, dude. Sadly, okay, I have to put I gotta put Captain Crunch pretty low because Captain Crunch. I recall reading somewhere here, and this is my opinion, so I'm going ham on my opinion here, so you can disagree all day if you want to. Captain Crunch contains Captain Crunch is one of the more offensive cereals nutritionally because it contains one of the higher amounts of yellow 5 dye. If a higher amount of artificial food dye is of your concern, then you would want to dodge this here. In a very similar way to how orange flavored soda is extra bad for you too, because the orange flavored soda contains more food dye, more liquid artificial dye to get to the orange color. Well, why is food dye bad? It's deviating further from natural ingredients. I can't pretend to tell you the answer. I mean, I'm sure your pee is yellow for a certain reason, and I would imagine like artificial synthetic components in your food is probably not a good thing overall. Crisp is really bad now, by the way. Like it used to taste good, I will admit this here, but at some point it got nerfed really bad. Similar to Trix, they changed the thing and both suck mega ass now. They cut sugar because of nutritional focus. Ah, is that what it is, bro? Yeah, it just it tastes like shit. Sure, I mean it's a good cause to like nutritionally do better, but like they do taste like crap though. So it's like if you're gonna eat them, at least you could just get a better cereal. I would say all around that's less offensive. I'm not a fan of the mini wheats actually. It doesn't feel very fulfilling. It feels like every spoonful, it's not like you need a certain spoon to get you can never get good milk to cereal ratio in a spoon in a mini. Like you need like a ramen spoon to get enough milk to accommodate for how much chewing you're doing when you're eating mini wheats. I'm gonna throw that in my D tier. The list has now been done. I can now give y'all. I'll reveal what's actually S rank, which are 3 cereals total. These are the ones that I actually consume, and then I will give y'all cereal strats. All right, so let's get into it, okay? Degenerate tier. Should feel shame for ever buying any of these. I only have, by the way, the Overwatch cereal is here because like it's included in the tier list. But I mean, there are plenty of other like marketing gimmick cereals that could be thrown here as well, obviously, but it is what it is. Rather starve than eat. I am not a fan of the Pebbles. The Cookie Crisp now is trash. Trix is also trash. And the Boo Berry and Frankenberry both taste like cough syrup to me. They're fucking awful. I would avoid them at all costs, honestly. All right. This is where it gets a little bit hot here, okay? This is essentially a soft D tier. Soft D. My palate has changed here, and these are just all way too sweet. Toast Crunch, Frosted Flakes, French Toast Crunch, Eggo cereal, maple syrup flavor, Honeycomb, Golden Crisp, Golden Grams, Reese's Puffs, all the Captain Crunches. They are all way too sweet, dude. It is like, bro. So these all here to me are just like, I can't vibe, y'all. I know y'all love CTC. I know y'all gonna dick ride it all day here, but dude, it's like there's no substance. It's just pure sugar, and there's nothing else to it. You're taking a bowl of carbs and sugar and pouring milk on top of it and calling it a day. I cannot. Okay. From there, annoying to eat, but would rather avoid. Mini wheats have, again, the cereal to milk ratio was really inadequate without the proper spoon, so it's kind of a drag to get through. I would say actually. Kashi. Now we'll come back to what Kashi's value here is, but yeah, original flavor Kashi is very boring to eat, honestly. But so I even though it's a cereal I would eat, it's not a cereal I'm eager to eat because at that point I don't really even want cereal. Like it's just like that's kind of the real issue. The issue is that cereal as a whole is kind of a trap. But I'll do my cereal rant here in a second. Lucky Charms. Lucky Charms are both like too plain and too sweet simultaneously. Like the charms, or I guess like the non-marshmallows are very boring. And then the marshmallows are like way too sweet. Okay, so from there, would eat if at a friend's house. So the scenario here is okay. Like if I'm at my homie's crib and wake up the next morning and like I'm at their house in their pantry and they had these here, I would go for these at that point. But I would never go out of my way to buy these things is what we're talking about here, okay? Like we haven't, like so far, everything I've rated are all things that I would never buy. I wouldn't buy any of this shit. Up to B, I would at least eat and not be annoyed eating. C, I could eat, but I would be annoyed eating it. From there, normie realm selections that I tolerate. The only one I would actually buy here is probably the top two, Honey Nut Cheerios and Honey Bunches of Oats. Like if I had to buy a cereal, these are the two I'd buy. Like, but of course I do like the taste of Apple Jacks, of Fruit Loops, of Corn Pops. The problem is they're all nutritionally shit, so I'm never can't justify what the fuck at all, obviously. But I do like how they taste though, actually. So we're in there. And then from there, we go into our actual S tier, which is like, these are very, very not normie cereals. The S tiers are not in here. So I gotta like bring the external links to tell you more.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
So there are 3 cereals that go in the S tier, the Trihex Illuminati, to get y'all woke, okay? There are certain nutritional qualities that can make cereal more filling, but ultimately, like, because of the calorie density, it's just like, it's kind of hard to really make cereal work as a healthy means of like any kind of meal. But we'll get into that in a second here, okay? So if you treat cereal as like a treat, as like a dessert, which I know no one here does, but if you did, then you would then we have more to work with there. So go ahead and get into it. Our number 3 is Post Great Grains Cranberry Almond Crunch. Okay, this cereal actually contains fiber. Fiber is an essential component of a healthy meal because fiber does take longer to break down in digestion, and therefore eating the same size bowl of Cinnamon Toast Crunch and Great Grains would keep you full longer because it actually has fiber. And because it's a bigger box, they can justify costing $4 anyway. So like, you know, get fucked. No way it's $4. Look at that premium box. Bro, this is not even Illuminati. This is at Target. Go to Target, dude. Go to Walmart. This is not even that hard to find, bro. Like my number 3 and number 2 are both very common at every grocery store ever here. Like, I need to hop off my dick and just go there and check them out yourself here, dude. Number 2, Banana Nut Crunch. Woo, someone in chat said earlier, hey, sliced bananas in your cereal is a free level up. It's a free buff here. Yo, listen, the cranberry almond, distant third. This is like coming way up here, all right? Banana Nut Crunch, Great Grains. This shit right here needs nothing extra. It tastes fantastic. I taste the bananas. I taste the almonds and the walnuts. Doesn't need any additional sugar. It's a great, if you like bananas, you're in there. You're in. This is it. What does it taste like? It tastes like Frosted Flakes minus the 5 pounds of sugar with a natural hint of, you know, dehydrated bananas, which give a banana taste here, and they leave some remnants in your milk after. You'll have some mild banana flavoring of milk at the end, and you'll love it. For the top tier, I do have some bad news. The top tier cereal is so good that it's, I don't even know, no longer in production. But I will show you exactly what it looks like, and I will tell you to if you can find it, if it ever comes back. Oh, so good. All right, drum roll, please. Trihex, you threw Frosted Flakes in your fucking D tier. What could possibly be your A tier? The Quaker Real Medley Peach Apple Walnut Multigrain Cereal. Oh my God, it is so good. Every bite is a party in your fucking mouth, dude. It was, listen, the multigrains have a unique texture that just dances alongside your tongue with the apple and the walnut and the peach. Like, the problem here, chat, is that like it's crack. It's literally, when I had this, I was like, dude, this is so fucking good. It is so good. However, the problem is though, it is not the healthiest in the world. It is something like 11 to 14 grams of sugar per serving, which is right up. It's actually as sweet as any bowl of Frosted Flakes and whatnot. But the difference here is that the synergy and the harmony of the flavor profile, when you eat it, you feel like Anton Ego from Ratatouille. So it's not the healthiest cereal in the world, but who fucking cares? Because it literally tastes like harmony. I don't know how to put it here. All the degenerate cereals are just like sugar, but no justified substance for that sugar. Here, the sweetness of the peach and the apple is complemented by the walnut. Like you start with the cereal and then you start with the walnuts or whatever, and then you with the peach and the apple. It's so good, so good. There you go. That is my cereal tier list. Let's go ahead and lock it in here. Let's go ahead and save. Now to conclude this segment, okay, now we're gonna go into my cereal rant. So here is the nutrition 101 involving cereal, okay? The problem with cereal, chat, is that ultimately cereal is luring because it's incredibly convenient to consume. It's very impulsive. You have something to eat in like less than 20 seconds. However, we want to eat what has the form of good taste and we also want to eat what has the function of keeping us full because we're hungry. We want to not feel the hunger, therefore we want to feel full. All cereals are bloated in carbs. Carbs are the oversaturated nutrient that we all consume, that all the yummy foods are loaded in, and very often, we don't have an appropriate amount of protein to compound the amount of carbs we're consuming. With that in mind, you can now see here the trap that you're gonna be inclined to have multiple bowls of cereal in a given time or sitting, or you'll eat something else because it won't keep you full very long, I would imagine. This is from my own experience here. All those pre-made meant to be healthy things are also expensive as fuck, Trihex. Yeah, I mean, in reality, it's more that the foods that we are used to eating are unsustainably nutritionally void, and that's why they're cheap. When we compare to what is like bread and butter, unsustainable diet food, unsustainable intake of foods as a diet, as our intake, yeah, it's gonna be pretty wild here, I would say. So, yeah, the reality here is that just like, yeah, if you want to win, you gotta get in the kitchen, man. That's the whole thing. We can keep talking about, how do I lose weight? How do I do better? How do I get healthy? And the whole thing here is like, until you're in the kitchen, you never have control over what's going in your body.
Yeah.